babe, did you get home safely? I know you're a big girl who can take care of herself, but I just thought I should check in, just in case. You never know. These days, anything can happen. I'd hate for anything to happen to my future wife.
Hey, Caden. Thanks for checking up on me. So, everything that happened yesterday was true, wasn't it? I wasn't dreaming?
That's right. Everything that happened yesterday was true, down to the itty-bitty details. Everything from the date, to what I wore, to the things I said, to anything that's floating around in your head now is exactly what happened. That was my little gift to you.
So it was true after all. I can't believe it.
What happened? What's going on, Eve? Are you trying to say that you have second thoughts or something? You told me yesterday that you wanted to get married. You gave me a yes. Please don't tell me that you're going back on your word now.
No, I'm not doing anything like that. It's just so surreal. I didn't think this would happen. I wasn't expecting it at all.
That's an interesting thing to say. You and I have been dating for a while now. I thought you liked me as much as I liked you. Are you actually telling me that you never sat there thinking about marriage at some point?
Well, I definitely thought about it. It's crossed my mind, but I didn't even know if you liked me to begin with.
What the hell? Why not?
Well, think about it, Caden. Think about the type of person you are and think about me. We don't come from the same roots. We're cut from different cloth.
Okay, what you're trying to say is that I'm rich and you're poor, right?
Exactly. That's two different backgrounds.
Okay, I see where you're coming from, but does that really matter in the first place?
What do you mean, does it really matter? You've grown up with a particular type of experience, and I've grown up with a different type of experience. The way we look at the world is different, Caden. And not only that, but I thought you being the guy that you are, you have your pick of the crop, right? You can basically choose any type of girl that you want. I'm pretty sure they're all fawning after you, throwing themselves at your feet.
Okay, yeah, maybe. So what are you trying to say right now? You just want me to go after those girls instead? Is that actually what you want?
Oh, wow, God, no. I mean, it would really hurt me. I'm really invested in you, Caden, you know? The thing is, throughout my relationship with you, I had the feeling that it was going to end at some point. There was no way that you could take someone like me seriously. Maybe I was just a little bit of fun. Maybe I was something different to what you were used to. I'm just trying to say that I was really surprised when you actually decided that you wanted to marry me. I didn't expect you to be pulling out a ring yesterday.
Wow, Eve. Just wow. You really don't see what's special about yourself, do you? Maybe it's for that exact reason that you come from the background that you do that I like you. Did you ever think that there was something different about yourself compared to all the other girls out there? I bet you didn't. If you did, you wouldn't be having this conversation with me right now, would you?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm very different from a lot of other girls out there. I definitely was raised in a really unique way.
You were raised in a unique way?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right? I've only been raised by my dad.
Oh yeah, that's right, the garbage man.
Hey, come on. Don't call him the garbage man. He's known for a lot more than that. He hates it when people try to categorize him like that. Actually, you know what? I hate it too. Because of the type of job he does, people fail to see what's really good about him.
Yeah, well, I'm sure he has many interesting qualities about him. It's not every day you meet someone who works as a garbage man, is it? But then again, those interesting qualities weren't enough. You said that your mother's no longer in the picture, right? You told me that she's gone.
That's right. My mom's gone. She left at an early age. I don't even remember her. I've seen pictures of her and know what her face looks like and all, but I don't actually have any memories with her. I can't tell you one thing that she and I have done together.
That's crazy. I can imagine your mom was very beautiful, much like you.
Yeah, well, I have to say that a lot of my exterior appearance comes from my mom. The interior comes from my dad. He's the one that taught me how to live my life the correct way, to live with honor, to respect myself.
Do you really think that he's the one that taught you? He's just the garbage man at the end of the day. I'm pretty sure you taught yourself that, Eve. You're a really bright girl, you know? I'm pretty sure you would have picked up on that type of thing early on in your life, regardless of what your dad said. I mean, at the end of the day, he's a male who hasn't achieved much, right? What does he know about being a girl?
I'm not sure if he knows a lot about being a girl, but he knows there are a lot of dangers when it comes to guys. He always told me to be on my guard and to just wait for that one right guy to come along. He didn't want me to rely on my emotions. He didn't want me to get with a bad guy just because I had feelings for him. He told me to actually wait for that one person. And thankfully, I'm pretty sure that one person proposed to me last night.
Gee, I wonder who you're talking about. So, if your dad is this really good guy, why did your mom leave in the first place? It doesn't make sense, does it?
I'm not really sure. He doesn't want to talk about it. He never gives me a clear reason. All he says is that everyone has a path in this life. Her path wasn't with me and him. I'm not really sure what that's supposed to mean, but I just take it for what it is. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, right? What I know about the past isn't going to affect how I behave in the future.
Really? I don't know about that. I think if I was in that situation, I'd get really curious about what was going on. I would even feel a little bit better towards either your mom or your dad. I mean, because of that, you've had to grow up in a single-family household. You had to be at a disadvantage. That's not really good for kids' psyche, you know? It's gonna affect them in the long run. Like, I think you're an amazing girl right now, Eve, but imagine how much better of a person you could be if you just had your mom in the picture.
Maybe. But who knows? Maybe my mom wasn't a particularly good parent to begin with. She could have been detrimental to my development. At the same time, I'm not really bitter about any of this. I mean, my dad did an amazing job raising me. He devoted 100% of his efforts to creating a decent life for me. He would go to work and earn enough money to pay everything off. When he came home, he didn't even relax. He was completely focused on me and what I needed to do. He tried his best to help me with my studies. He listened to me talk about the problems I had at school. He did everything he could to be a good dad, and he probably even made up for the fact that I didn't have a mom. But then again, obviously there were some things he couldn't teach me. I mean, this one time he and I tried to do makeup and I actually put it on him. It was a really good, funny memory. I really cherish things like that.
Right, so it seems like you don't have any issues being in a single-parent home.
Not really. I mean, there was the prejudice that I had to deal with, though.
Prejudice?
Yeah. You see, I was very happy with my dad. I knew him personally. I knew how good of a person he was. But when people looked on from the outside, they couldn't help but make assumptions.
I wonder what type of assumptions they would have made.
Well, look. I'm not going to sit here and just brag about myself, but it's quite obvious that I'm not your average girl. I have a very unique beauty that gave me a lot of attention when I was growing up. Because of that, everyone got really curious. Especially when I was really young. Everyone was curious about the type of parents I had. They must have been really beautiful people. They must have been a couple that was matched in heaven.
I can imagine that if I was a kid, I'd be making the same assumptions.
Right? So anyway, that type of rumor was flying around for ages. People would even go out of their way to try and find out who my parents were. They would follow me to the pickup point or something like that. Over time, they realized that it was just my dad picking me up. And not only that, but he wasn't really the most inspiring character in terms of his looks. I mean, sometimes he was even wearing his garbage man outfit. People were wondering what was going on. Maybe I was adopted or something. And most of all, they were wondering where the mom was. As time passed, people began to put the pieces together and they realized that I was just raised in a single-parent home. The only person that I was with was my dad. It raised questions about my mom. If this was the dad, the mom must have been an exquisitely beautiful person. And because of that, they assumed she had to leave the garbage man.
Really now? So people at your school were making assumptions that she wasn't satisfied being with your father?
Pretty much. I mean, if you think about it, it's inconceivable for it to be the other way around, right? If my mom was really beautiful, why would my dad divorce her? It doesn't make any sense. So people assumed that my mom ran off to find some different guy who's more rich and powerful, much like your family. She didn't want to hang around this garbage man dad for the rest of her life. She wanted to chase the excitement. Who knows? Maybe that could have been the truth of it. But I didn't like their attitude towards my dad. Because of that, they were constantly putting him down. They kept calling him trash. They even said that I was adopted.
That sounds like they were just making up stories out of thin air. What the hell is wrong with them?
Right? I couldn't believe it.
Did they get to you? Like, you actually care what they say?
I think on a personal level, it really got to me. But at the same time, I didn't care. I saw the value of my dad. I saw how good of a person he is. I still loved him no matter what. I never looked down on him for it. I mean, he was always trying so hard to raise me. How could I look down on a person like that when he's giving me his 100%?
You really have a lot of respect for your dad, don't you?
Yeah. Well, what do you think about this? You're not like those other kids, are you?
Who, me? Of course not. Come on, babe, do you really think I'm that type of guy? I know I'm wealthy and everything, but I respect the common folk. I respect everyone and what they have to do.
Do you really?
Yeah, like, it's not about what you do, it's not about how much money you earn, it's about what you have on the inside, right? I'm pretty sure your father built himself a strong, warm heart while other people built themselves a strong company. It's just two different paths in life, you know?
So if you ever met my dad, you wouldn't look down on him? You would treat him like a normal human being.
Oh, come on, babe, of course. In fact, you know what? I might even just worship him. I mean, he's the one that gave me you, right? He's the one that produced this amazing woman for me to finally marry.
I'm taken aback. I thought the rich people look down on the poor folk. You don't see us as worthy or anything. You see us as less than human.
Oh my God, come on, Eve. Are you serious right now? Is that really the type of guy you think I am?
Well, I don't think you're like that personally, Caden, but that's generally the trend with rich people, right? And let's face it, your parents built that company up on their own. They come from a humble background, but you were kind of just born into it. I thought maybe you would have some sort of prejudice towards people like me.
That's just a bunch of nonsense. You really gotta stop comparing me to the norm. I mean, if I were like the norm, you would be falling in love with everyone, right? It's for the exact reason that I'm not that type of person that you and I are gonna have a good marriage.
Are you serious? So you don't look down on me and my dad then?
Not in a million years. In fact, I have a lot of respect for you guys. I'm not like other rich people. My parents actually instilled proper values in me. They wanted me to appreciate the people who are holding up society. To be fair, if I were to hate someone like your dad, that means I would hate my parents. I mean, they were in the exact same position once upon a time. How hypocritical would it be of me to hate your dad when my parents were the same?
Wow, that sounds so amazing. Your parents must be really good people, Caden. They sound like they really cared about raising you well. I like that you have a lot of respect for my dad because, just from what you've told me about your parents, I have a lot of respect for them, too. To build something from nothing is quite impressive. They seem like people who really cared about family. They did it all for you at the end of the day, right? Well, you know what? I'm really excited to meet them. I'm sure they have a lot of things that they can tell me about you. I hope they look at me as a really good daughter-in-law. I gotta do my best to look pretty and everything.
Come on, Eve. A girl like you is perfect. You don't need to do anything. Just don't think about it too much. I'm sure they're gonna love you for who you are, just like I do.
Do you really think so?
For sure, you're a top girl.
Thanks for saying that, Caden. It really puts my mind at ease. I'm pretty sure my dad's going to absolutely love you too.
What do you mean by that?
Well, you and my dad are going to meet at some point as well, right? You're going to be joining my family too.
Oh, Mr. Garbage Man, Dad. I gotta meet that guy.
Well, yeah, that's how marriage works. Why? Were you expecting not to meet him or something? Are you getting nervous right now, Caden? Are you worried that he's going to judge you?
Yeah, look, something like that. I don't know. I didn't actually think that I'd have to meet your dad. I mean, I thought it was mainly you coming into my family and all the things that we have.
It's a little bit of both, really. Look, I know right now you're just saying this out of nervousness, but I'm sure it's going to go well. My dad's going to love you. So, what do you think? Maybe we should actually arrange a meeting. I can go meet your parents and you can come meet my dad. It'll be kind of fun, right? Afterwards, we can compare how it went.
Do you really think that's a good idea?
Of course. You go off and talk to your parents about a time when I can meet them. I'll go talk to my dad and say that you're eager to meet him too. After that, we'll exchange each other's contact information. Sound good?
Yeah, maybe. We'll see how it goes. It could be a lot of fun, right?
For sure. Anyway, you and I can't sit here talking forever, can we? We better get on with our day. But I can't believe this. You and I, getting married. I still feel like it's a dream after everything we've talked about. I'm going to be married to a handsome, respectful guy who appreciates what my father does. Could I get a better partner than this?
Hello, is this Caden? Yesterday, we were supposed to meet for dinner. It was meant to be a time for us to bond and get to know each other. Unfortunately, being as busy as you are, you had to attend something business-related, right? You didn't have time to meet me. Well, look, I think it was a missed opportunity, but we can't sit here crying about it. I thought I'd go out of my way and get in contact with you. We should at least get to know each other through text, don't you think? Oh, wow, is that you? You're Eve's dad, right? The garbage man? Yes, that's me. But just call me Michael. Don't call me the garbage man. Yeah, right, whatever, man. Whatever works for you. Right. So, anyway, Caden, you've been dating my daughter for a while now. She speaks very highly of you. She says you always treat her well on dates, and you make her feel like a princess. I've never really heard my daughter talk about someone this way before. I'm really glad that a guy like you is gonna marry her. Yeah, well, who wouldn't be glad if I was marrying their daughter? Think about it. I'm rich, I'm handsome, and I can give her anything she wants. Is there any partner better than me? I highly doubt it. You're not wrong about that. You certainly are a catch, Caden. But you know what? That's all external stuff. Anyone who works hard enough can provide that for their partner if they wanted to. From what I hear, you were raised really well by your parents. Eve was telling me that you have really good values, and despite your wealth, you don't actually look down on people. You respect every member of society. You respect that everyone is contributing to a bigger picture. I really like that. I mean, you know that I'm a garbage man myself, right? With that being the case, it would be really hard for us to get along if you had some sort of prejudice against a guy like me. Well, what can I say? Someone has to pick up the crap around this place, right? I certainly don't want to do it. So, yeah, thanks and whatever. Keep up the good work, sport. Sport? That's not exactly something you would call your father-in-law, is it? Anyway, I want to get a little bit more information about you, Caden. I mean, I can tell how much my daughter likes you. There are a lot of reasons for her to marry you. I'm curious as to why you would marry someone like my daughter.
Come on, old man. Do you really want me to sit here and give you the reasons? Do you want me to give you some cliche answer about why I'm interested in her? Just think about it yourself. You know what your daughter looks like. She's an absolute stunner, right? Isn't that reason enough to want to marry someone like her?
Okay, well, yeah, I'll admit that my daughter is beautiful. She gets that from her mother. The only thing I've been able to give her is a good heart. But honestly, I thought that you were better than that. For my daughter to like you this much, I thought there was something more you liked about her. Something internal rather than just external. Are you seriously only marrying her because she's a beautiful woman?
Yeah, well, she's a good girl too. Does that satisfy you? Are you gonna keep pestering me with your messages? When does this end?
Am I bothering you or something, Caden?
Well, look, garbage man.
Honestly, just call me Michael, please. I don't like it when people refer to me as that.
What the hell did you just say? Did you actually give me an order right now? I'll call you whatever the hell I want. Who's the one with the power? Who's the one with the money? Are you really gonna sit there and tell me that I should speak to you differently? It should be the other way around, old man. I'm the one that tells you what to do.
Did I catch you at a bad time or something, Caden? You don't seem to be in a good mood.
Well, obviously I'm not in a good mood because I have 1,000,001 things to do and you're bothering me. You're interrupting my day. I mean, I know that you poor people have a lot of time on your hands and you like to waste it, but us rich and powerful people aren't as free as you think. We actually have a really busy schedule.
Okay, well, I've heard a lot from my daughter about what your parents do. They're definitely rushing 24/7 trying to manage their business. But she told me that you're quite different. You don't actually have a lot to do in the first place. She told me that you spend half your day thinking about how to spend it, not really doing anything concrete.
Are you trying to offend me or something right now, old man? Do you really think it's wise to ruin the social relations with your future son-in-law when your daughter is about to marry him? Honestly, are you trying to sabotage her marriage?
No, hold on. That's not what I'm trying to do at all. Don't take any of this the wrong way, Caden. I was just hoping that you and I could get along.
Okay, well, if you want us to get along, you're gonna have to respect this little thing called boundaries, old man.
Well, it looks like I'm really touching a nerve here. I'm sorry if I offended you in any way. I only had the best of intentions. All I really wanted to do was get along with you, Caden. But you know what? There's no rush in doing that. There's plenty of time until the wedding day, and there'll be plenty of time afterwards for us to get along.
Us get along? Yeah, alright, whatever, old man.
So, should you and I talk at another time or something?
God, you really are a clingy one, aren't you? Okay, let me just lay it down for you simply then. I'll talk to you when I want to talk to you, okay? You and I will have to chat on my terms. When it comes down to it, I'm the one with a busier schedule. I'm the one doing more important things. You're just a garbage man, okay? So just let me get back to what I have to do.
Okay, Caden, I'm gonna assume that today is a really bad day for you. Sometimes these things happen. I mean, I can be really vicious as well when I've had a bad day. I'll stop bothering you now, but I look forward to speaking with you in the future.
Oh my god, babe. I cannot believe how awesome that went. I had certain expectations of what your parents would be like, and they managed to exceed them. Then again, I only met your mom yesterday. Your dad is really busy managing the businesses, right? It's really admirable. I hope at some point I get to meet him too. But your mom was absolutely lovely.
So, you liked my mom, did you? That's good to hear. She raised an amazing son like me, so what can you expect? She has to be pretty amazing herself, right?
You're not wrong about that. I mean, here's the thing. At the back of my mind, I know how much money your family earns. I know how much money she actually has. Despite that, I just felt like I was talking to another person. She had no prejudices toward me, and she had no problem just eating at a simple cafe. She even commented on how good the food was. Can you believe that? I always thought she would be too used to really good food to enjoy that type of thing. She actually thought the food at the cafe was pretty good.
Yeah, well, don't forget where my parents came from. They weren't living the lifestyle we have now. They still enjoy their roots.
I know, right? And it really shows. Your mom was able to relate with me on a really personal level. She really feels like I'm a good match for you.
Yeah?
She said that a lot of the girls that had been around in your life weren't really a good fit for you. Sometimes you were even indulging in a couple of them, but she was worried that you would take them seriously. Apparently, all this time, she just wanted you to get with someone who's right for you. Someone who has a good soul. I'm not really sure if that's me or not, but being raised by my dad would have given me something different from most people.
Oh, for sure. You're not wrong about that. There is something special about you, Eve, and that is exactly why I chose you. It brings me so much joy to know that you're getting along with my mom. And you know what? If you can impress my mom, you can definitely impress my dad. I wouldn't worry about him either.
Your dad. I'm really excited to meet him too. I mean, this is the type of family I'm going to be marrying into, right? It's so good to know that your mom is so kind to me. I can only hope that your dad is the exact same. Gosh, I still feel like I'm in a fairy tale dream right now. I've got my perfect husband with his perfect family. Could anything get better than this? Oh, but you know what? Listen to me just blab on and on. How about you? Let's talk about how things went with my dad. I'm pretty sure you guys had a good time, right? How did it go?
Yeah, you know what? Your dad is just a really solid dude.
A solid dude?
Yeah, he's a really good guy. I mean, you were impressed by my mom. I think I was even more impressed by your dad.
Really? Was he really to your liking?
He sure was. I mean, let's look at the facts. Working in that job that he does teaches you different things, right? I think he has a very unique way of looking at the world. It's definitely affected the way that he raised you. I gained a lot of respect for him as we were talking.
Oh my god, did you really, Kaden? You have no idea how much that makes me happy to hear. If what you're telling me is true right now, you must be the first person to actually show my dad respect. Like, I'll tell you right now, he's always been a good guy. He's always had a good heart, but it's never been recognized by other people. I think you would have made his day by actually treating him like a human being. And not only that, the fact that you're in the position you are now makes it even more significant.
Yeah, well, I'm really glad if I could make his day. And you know what? I'd be even more glad if he got a good impression of me, too.
Come on, are you kidding me right now? This is you we're talking about. What's not to like about you? I mean, you're respectful, caring, you treat everyone equally. You have a strong sense of morals. These are all really good qualities, you know? I'm pretty sure these are the exact things my dad is looking for in a guy. And you managed to tick all the boxes there. Not only that, but here's the thing. My dad's always been a really good person. He's been the type to just accept people for who they are. It kind of stems from the fact that he wanted to be accepted himself. So you would have passed with flying colors. I just know it.
Do you think so? Man, you have no idea how nervous I was meeting him. I mean, sure, you can speak all about those good qualities I have and everything, but this is your dad, after all.
at the end of the day, he still has to judge me for what I'm worth. It was so nerve-wracking, Eve. I'm so glad it's over. Oh, I really hope that he likes me.
Trust me, it's just scientifically impossible for him to dislike you. I wasn't there, so I don't know what went on. I don't know what type of day you two had, but I'm sure that everything is going to be fine. Have a little more confidence in yourself.
Yeah, well, what can I say? It's just one of those things I have to work on, I guess. Anyway, well, that's it then. You've met my parents and I've met yours. All that's left for us to do is actually just tie the knot, huh? To actually get married.
I know, right? How nerve-wracking is this? I don't know about you, but I'm super nervous about what's going to happen. I still can't believe that everything is going just the way I wanted it to. It's almost too perfect, you know? I just hope nothing bad is going to happen to actually ruin this moment for me. If anything bad happened, I would be destroyed by it.
Come on, what are you talking about right now? Why are you getting all negative all of a sudden? Don't worry about it. Everything is gonna be fine, trust me. You're gonna be married to me. I'm gonna make sure everything goes well. Do you trust me?
You know what? You're so right. I shouldn't be thinking this way. I'm just so worried. This means a lot to me, you know? But you're right. I should trust you. I should trust you to take care of me. I know you wouldn't do anything to harm me, Caden.
Of course. All that's left is the wedding itself, and you and I are bound together forever. It's gonna be the greatest day of our lives. I promise you that much.
Well, would you look at that? The big day is finally on the horizon, isn't it? You and my daughter are gonna get married. Time really flies, doesn't it? It's a shame that you and I didn't have a chance to meet each other, Caden. I really would have liked to get to know the guy who's gonna marry my daughter. But you know what? With all the things that she's been telling me, I'm pretty sure everything's gonna go just fine. You're gonna be a good match for her. But then again, it would be good to at least see your face and get some judge of your character for myself. What am I talking about? Now is not the time for that. We don't need to indulge my selfish desires. The main thing is that you and my daughter are gonna get married, and it's gonna be a happy and glorious day. I look forward to finally meeting you there. I hope you have some time to talk with me when we're there.
Ah, great. How could I forget the garbage man? I forgot that I had to deal with you at some point. Seriously, I was hoping that you would just fly off into the distance and disappear entirely. Like, I thought you got the message last time. I don't want anything to do with you. Why are you messaging me like this?
Are you kidding me right now, Caden? So am I meant to assume that everything you were saying last time was all true? You really do have some sort of prejudice towards me, don't you?
Of course I do. How could I not? You're the damn garbage man.
Wow, would you look at that? It's clear that you're trying to degrade me just because I work as a garbage man. Who would have thought? I knew it was too good to be true. My daughter was talking about how much of a good guy you were with good values. She said that you respect people in my position, treating them as integral members of society. This whole time you haven't been thinking about that at all. You still have some sort of prejudice towards me, don't you?
Of course I do. I mean, here you are saying that you want to meet me and get to know me or whatever. Well, I'm telling you right now, all of that is one-sided. There is no way in hell I'd like to meet someone like you. You must stink up a storm, old man. You've been doing that type of job your whole life, right? I'm not even sure you can get the smell off of you no matter how hard you wash.
You do realize that the type of work I do isn't that dirty. There are plenty of other jobs out there that are much grimier than what I do. I can promise you right now, there is no stench. You can ask my daughter about that too.
Yeah, right. It's unfortunate that a pretty girl like your daughter, she has to be subjected to a guy like you. I mean, I'm pretty sure she doesn't even realize how much of a stinker you are. You can't help but pity her, can you? I mean, she's had a really hard life, hasn't she?
Look, my daughter didn't have the best life, but I gave her everything I could. I did my best to be a support for her.
Yeah, right. You tried your best, did you? If you tried your best, why did your wife leave you? Don't you think that would have been the best thing for your family? Don't you think the best thing for your daughter was to have her mother around? Well, let me tell you right now, you clearly failed in that department. She had to grow up without her mother her whole life. How can you call yourself a decent father after giving her that type of life?
What happened between her mother and me is between us. It's got nothing to do with me trying to keep her around or anything.
Would you look at that? You don't even have the decency to tell your daughter about what happened between you two. You know what? It's just you being ashamed of yourself.
Ashamed?
Yeah, you can try and hide it all you want, but that's the truth of it, right? The fact of the matter is, it's exactly as those kids used to say. Your wife would have left you for someone rich and powerful. I mean, I don't need to look at her picture to know that she was a beautiful woman. Let's just use your daughter as evidence of it. A woman like that has options, you know? Do you really think she's gonna stick around with a garbage man? No. Here's what you should have done. You should have taken the same steps that my father did. You should have done whatever you could to make yourself as powerful as possible. To put yourself in a really good position so that your wife would never even think of leaving you. Why do you think the marriage between my father and mother worked so well? It's because she respects him. She respects the fact that he's been able to build a business as successful as it is now. But how did it work out for you? Well, you didn't have the grit. You didn't have the drive to actually do something that would benefit your family, and because of that, your daughter suffered for it. Her mother actually left the picture. She probably went off to find some other guy who knew what he was doing.
You're really making a lot of assumptions here, aren't you? None of which is true, by the way.
You can try and deny it all you want, old man. I know that's exactly what happened. I know that you're ashamed and that's the reason you lost your wife. I know you don't want to admit it to your daughter, but I'm telling you right now, on an implicit level, she knows. She knows that there's no other reason for the fact that she doesn't have a mother in her life.
I can't believe what I'm hearing right now. It's like the person I'm talking to is nothing like the person my daughter described. You're a really evil guy, you know that? Why would you go after my daughter anyway? She's a really nice, genuine person. There are plenty of girls out there. You don't have to marry her and have me as a father-in-law. You could go marry those rich girls you grew up with your whole life.
You really don't get it, do you, old man? Do you really think I care about your daughter and how much of a nice person she is? She's got something different, I'll admit that. She's got something that drastically sets her apart from the other girls out there.
Okay, and what would that thing be?
It's those knockers, of course.
I'm sorry, what now?
Yeah, take a look at how hot she is. It's not every day you meet a chick like that. And to think that she was actually poor too? Now that is a crazy combination right there. I'm telling you right now, I've seen them all. I've had exotic women from different countries. I've had my pick of the crop. I could be with anyone I wanted, but I've never met a girl like your daughter. The only thing is, she's a lot harder than I thought. I mean, my wealth didn't seem to have any sway over her. She didn't care for it at all. She was more of an emotional being, and she really cared about her father and her family. I gotta be honest, it was irritating for me a bit of the time, pretending to be some sappy dude that cares about things that he doesn't. But in the end, I won. In the end, I managed to secure the marriage with her. And after tomorrow, it's all gonna be set in stone. Her and I are gonna be together forever.
Is that honestly how you think it's gonna go, Caden? You don't think this little plan of yours is gonna crumble to pieces?
Why would it?
Well, think about it. You've just revealed your intentions to me. All I have to do is give my phone to my daughter, and she can read all the messages. She can see the exact type of person you are. Do you really think she's gonna marry you after this?
That's where you're wrong, old man. That's where I'm gonna teach you another lesson in life.
A lesson about life?
Yes, and that lesson is that if you have money, anything is possible. Right now, I'm willing to send you $500,000 to your bank account if you keep your mouth shut about this.
What did you just say? $500,000? Are you serious right now? That is a crazy amount of money.
I know. It's quite a tempting thing to look at. I mean, $500,000. Think about how much you could change your life after that. I know a guy like you would love to cash that money out and just have it there in your hands, just marvel at. You must be so money hungry. I can smell it off you.
So what are you trying to say right now? You're giving me $500,000 to keep my mouth shut?
Oh, please. Do you think that's all I'm asking you to do? Of course not. This is $500,000, baby. I'm gonna get my money's worth. What I want you to do is keep your mouth shut and not even come to the wedding tomorrow.
What did you just say?
That's right. Consider it a sign of good faith. You see, what I really want, old man, is to have your daughter all to myself. That's all I really care about. I don't care about all the baggage that comes with it. I don't care about the garbage man stinking out my house every time he comes over on the weekend. I don't care about having a relationship with some putrid peasant. All I want is your hot daughter. Can you see why I'm making this type of deal? Can you see what I want you to do? You get this $500,000 on the condition that you don't turn up to the wedding tomorrow.
Just who the hell do you think I am, kid? Do you think I'm the type of guy who is gonna miss the opportunity to see my daughter get married off? Do you think $500,000 is enough to sway me? I don't care if you give me all the money in the world. I'm not gonna sacrifice my dignity as a good father.
Okay, so what is this all about then? You want to be a good father, huh? I thought you were the sentimental type. I had a feeling that this money wouldn't sway you that much. Well, let me offer you a different perspective. What really gives a father is the attention that you give a kid, but I'd like to think that it's something more than that. I like to think of it as letting them be free for their own good.
What do you mean? I don't understand what you're trying to say right now.
Okay, well, basically what I'm trying to say is that your daughter's life is pretty much set from this point on. It's not going to get any better than this. Like, think about it. I'm going to be able to provide her a home, a family environment for her to raise her children in. And I'm going to provide her with experiences that ensure her life is always fun and bubbly. She's not going to have 1 ounce of stress in her whole life. Can you believe that? Throughout her whole life, she'll never have to worry about a bill, never worry about paying rent, and she'll never be concerned about her own safety. She's going to be able to live a stress-free life if she stays with me. Can you see what I'm getting at right now? Can you see how she's basically in safe hands if she stays with me?
Well, look, I'm not going to deny that things are going to work out well for her. I mean, it's like you said. She's going to have a really good circumstance, but is that really important? How does that relate to what you're suggesting right now? You're telling me that I should get out of her life forever? These two facts aren't related.
Well, think about it, old man. Think about what your life is. You're a garbage man. You're still on the lower rung of society. You're still struggling to get yourself free. And you know what? I'm pretty sure your daughter has memories of being by your side and struggling herself. That's not a thing that she wants to be associated with. Now she has a chance to escape it, to be free of it.
Are you going to give her that freedom, or are you just going to linger around to remind her that stress is still on the horizon?
Look, I know that she's going to be living a different life from this point on, but that doesn't mean that she and I can't have a relationship. I mean, think about it. What if she has kids one day? She's going to need someone with experience, right? She's going to need someone to take care of them.
Please, are you really going to talk about children right now? Don't worry about the children, they're going to be in safe hands. Imagine how many babysitters and maids we can hire to look after the kids, and imagine how good they're going to be too. We'll pay them a good fee to do a proper job with them. And not only that, but do you think that you're going to be a good grandfather? Don't make me laugh. You know, she was talking to me about you wanting a son or something. Do you really think that you would be capable of raising a son? You don't know anything about life, old man. You don't know the struggle of trying to reach the top. All you know is how to be a good garbage man. That's it. That is your only skill in life. So what's going to happen when you have a kid? What are you going to do? Teach him to be exactly the same? To teach him to be a garbage man? How useless is that? Do you really think it's a good idea if you had a grandchild and you were involved in his life? I think that you should just leave it to me and my family. We'll be able to raise him well. Deep down inside, you know I'm right.
I hate the way that you're saying this right now, but you kind of have a point. You might be right about all of this. Maybe it's the best thing for me to step out of my daughter's life.
You're not wrong about that, old man. And look, I'm a nice, generous person. Not only do you get the opportunity to do a good thing, but you're actually going to get paid for it. I mean, $500,000. That seems like a pretty good deal, doesn't it? So what do you say? Prepared to make a good decision that's going to benefit the life of your daughter?
Dad, what the hell is going on right now? You do realize what day it is today, right? It's my actual wedding day. Did you forget that or something? What are you doing right now? Are you asleep? That must be the only explanation. You overslept. You need to wake up right now. I'm not going to have this wedding without you. You're meant to be the guy that walks me to the altar, right? So hurry up and get your butt into gear and get here.
Look, Eve, I'm not coming to the wedding today. Just have it on your own. Have a good life from this point on.
What did you just say?
Yeah, I'm happy for you. You made me really proud as a father. You listened to everything I said. You kept your dignity, and you waited around for that one right guy, and now you're about to marry him. My job is done. I don't need to be there for you. Your life is set from this point on.
What are you trying to say, Dad? What a load of nonsense. Are you trying to exit my life or something? Do you really think that just because you're giving me away to another man that you don't need to be in my life anymore? That's the most stupid thing I've ever heard. I don't need to hear this right now. This is my wedding day. I don't know what pattern of bizarre thinking you've gotten yourself into, but you need to stop it right now and come here.
I know it's hard for you to understand, Eve, but this is the best thing for you. I can't keep holding you back. I have to let you fly. I have to let you prosper on your own.
What do you mean? You've never held me back, Dad. You've always been the one supporting me. Where the hell did this type of thinking come from? You've never talked about yourself this way. You know that you're one of the biggest supports in my life, right? You can't abandon me now. I need you, Dad.
You don't need me anymore. You've got Caden. He's a brilliant man. He's wealthy and he's going to be able to take care of you. There's no reason for me to be in your life anymore. It's just stupid.
What do you mean it's stupid? The stupid thing here is you not coming to this wedding. I mean, just because Caden's going to be able to support me doesn't mean that you can't be in my life. As a matter of fact, I want you to be here to relish in the support that Caden can give us. You talked with him yourself, right? You know how much you guys get along. He'd absolutely hate it if you just exited my life. So I don't know what you're thinking right now, but you need to stop and come to the wedding now. I'm not going to argue about this anymore.
I can't do that, Eve. I just can't. Maybe one day all of this will make sense to you. Maybe one day you'll understand, but you have to know that I'm doing the best thing for you and Caden. I'm doing this for you guys.
What do you mean for me and Caden? Does Caden have something to do with this?
I'm sorry, what?
You heard me. Did Caden say something about this?
No, what a weird thing to say.
What did Caden tell you? Spit it out. I want to know.
He didn't tell me anything. Nothing's going on.
Don't give me that crap. I know something is off here. There's no way you would start thinking in this way. I have a good feeling that Caden might have said something. So, what is it?
Okay, fine. Look, honey, I didn't want to tell you this, but something happened. Something big.
Something big?
Yeah, that's right. The truth of the matter is that Caden is not the guy that you thought he was. He's not this sincere guy that doesn't have any prejudice towards the common folk. He actually really despises people like me. He looks down on us, and probably even more so than the people that you grew up with in your life.
What are you talking about? That's not true. He'd never do that. He's always talking about how much respect he has for people like you.
Yeah, maybe on the surface. Just yesterday, he told me the truth. He told me that he was only saying those things so that he could get closer to you, so that you could trust him. It was all so that he could marry you today.
Dad, what a load of crap! Are you trying to tell me that this is the real guy I'm marrying? This is the true him?
It sure is.
I can't believe it. If that's the case, why didn't you tell me about it? Why would you hide something so important from me? I'm your daughter, right? You're meant to be supporting me no matter what. I mean, this is the guy that I'm about to get married to, Dad. I'm supposedly going to commit myself to him for the rest of my life, and you couldn't tell me this really important detail? Just what the hell is wrong with you?
The fact of the matter is that he paid me out for this.
He did what?
That's right. He gave me $500,000 to keep my mouth shut and leave your life forever.
Dad!
Now, look, I know that you're going to get angry at me. I know you're going to ask me why I took the money. You're going to look at me as cheap, but I'm telling you right now, I fought him for it. I told him how ridiculous it was that I would actually take that money. I told him that I wouldn't take it in a million years. But then he began to talk reason. He started saying that maybe I was holding you back.
What do you mean, Dad? That doesn't make any sense. How could you think in such a stupid way?
Well, take a look at the path that you're going to be on now. You're basically walking on the path of glory, of happiness and prosperity. That's great. That's something that you deserve to have, Eve. You deserve that more than anything, considering the past that you've had. But what have I given you? All I've given you is the bare minimum. All I've given you are life lessons, and you've already lived them out. There's nothing more for me to give you. In fact, all I can do is hold you back. You're gonna go off and have this amazing life, and I'm gonna be asking you to pay for my rent or help me out in areas where I'm also gonna be a hindrance in your life. I couldn't bear to do that. I feel like the best thing as a father is for me to step out of the picture, for you to go off on your own. Can you see where I'm coming from right now?
Oh, Dad. I can't believe you've actually let this guy poison your mind. I mean, I really hate him for this. Caden is nothing like I thought he was to begin with. He's pure evil. I can't marry this man, Dad. I can't marry him if he doesn't have the basic respect for my father.
Are you really gonna give all of that up? He's got the money. He can offer you a really good life. This is a big decision.
The only reason I started getting interested in him, Dad, is because I thought he was a really respectful person that cared about everyone equally. The fact that he looks down on my dad this much and thinks he's a piece of crap just shows that he's not the guy for me. He can have all the money in the world, and I wouldn't marry him. I'm out of here. I'm not putting up with this. I'm not marrying this guy.
Hold on, Eve. Are you sure about that? Have you really thought it through? Give yourself a second to think about this. You don't want to do something that you're going to regret later.
Oh my god, babe, what are you doing right now? Why would you walk out of the wedding in a huff like that? Don't you realize how embarrassing that is? I have to explain to everyone what is going on. I told him that every now and then you have a little bit of an intense mood swing and the pressure of the wedding is getting to you. But honestly, that little excuse of mine is not going to hold up for that long, and you need to get back here right now. Do you even realize how much you're making us look bad?
Shut up, Caden. I don't want to listen to you anymore. I'm not marrying you today.
What the hell?
That's right. We're done. There's no way I can marry a guy like you.
Oh, come on, babe. What the hell happened? Why are you talking like this? Oh, wait. I know what's going on here. That old fool. He and I had a deal. I told him not to say a word of this. He actually told you, didn't he?
He sure did. He showed me your true side, Caden. He showed me just how despicable you really are. You didn't think I would actually marry someone like you, did you? What a joke. Marrying you would be like marrying a goblin that lives under a bridge. It's just absolutely disgusting.
Oh, come on, babe. Don't talk to me that way. I mean, look, maybe your dad showed my true side and everything, but you're really making a bad decision here. I mean, you're really going to be attached to that guy? Do you know how much of a piece of crap he is? He gave you a horrible life. You had to grow up in a single-parent family because of him and his incompetence. He didn't have what it takes to keep your mom around. And look, you've actually suffered for it. Imagine how much of a better human being you could have been if you just had your mom around. You have to hate that guy. You have to vilify him.
Actually, let me tell you about what happened between my wife and I. It's about time that I told my daughter as well.
Oh, great. Here we go. The garbage man is talking. What do you want, fool? You better make amends. You better fix this situation.
I'm not doing anything. I think my daughter has the right to make the decision that she has, but I'm going to tell you about what happened with my wife so that you just stop slandering me about it. She deserves to know what happened too. The truth of the matter is that woman wasn't a good influence on my daughter.
What did you just say?
Yeah, that's right. It's true that my wife was incredibly beautiful, but she was vain as they get. All she could think about was her own beauty. When we had my little baby girl, it was one of the happiest days of my life. I've never experienced so much joy before. My wife, on the other hand, didn't feel the same way. She looked at our daughter with disgust.
Disgust?
That's right. You see, when she looked at that girl, she saw the girl that was going to exceed her. As my wife got older, my daughter would get older and more beautiful. This is something she hated. She began to mistreat my daughter. At first, it was just verbally. And then she started to do it physically. As a father, I couldn't sit by and let this happen. As much as I loved my wife, I had to put her in her place, but she didn't listen to me. Eventually, I had to take action and get her away from my family. I put a court order in and she went to prison for it. I haven't talked to her ever since. My daughter has never known about this either. I wanted her to maintain any good image of her mother that she could.
Are you kidding me right now? You're not making any of this up?
It's quite an intricate story, don't you think? It would be hard to make something like this up. Anyway, with the good image of her mother in mind, I wanted my daughter to become something that wasn't like her mother. I wanted her to be humble. I didn't want her to be vain like her mother. With that in mind, I raised her to not really think about her beauty too much and to focus on what's on the inside. And I was hoping that the person that she married would appreciate that too. I can't believe this.
You're actually a decent guy, aren't you? This whole time, you've been doing what you can to protect her.
Exactly. And you know what? I'm pretty sure that you're gaining feelings for her now. But you've already lost her. That train has passed. She's never gonna come back to a guy like you.
Oh, come on. This is just one little road bump, isn't it? Our marriage is gonna be full of stuff like this. We have to be together.
Fat chance of that happening. She's already made up her mind. We're both in an Uber going home and we're not coming back there.
Come on, guys. This was all just one big misunderstanding. You have to blame your dad for hiding this information. I mean, don't you hate him for doing that? Don't you think your life would have been totally different if he just told you the truth? Oh, come on, Eve. I know you're reading this right now. Don't you dare ignore me. Come back to this wedding. Come back to it right now. Eve? Eve!
He did what he could to try get Eve to come back to him, but she just wasn't listening to him. She didn't have time for a guy like him. When we said that we wouldn't maintain contact with him, we meant it. Caden's parents found out about what happened and apologized for their son's behavior. They honestly thought that they had raised him better. They didn't realize that he had this type of prejudice lurking inside. Because of that, they felt like they needed to humble him. They cut off access to all of their finances, and now he has to work for it. In addition to that, the type of work they got him to do is working in a septic tank. They thought that if he's got that much prejudice against people that work in dirty jobs, he should give it a go himself. They're hoping that in time, this is going to humble him, and he's going to be able to jump back into society with a fresh mindset. You can only wish a guy like that the best. As for my daughter and I, we were able to keep the $500,000. It was his parents' way of saying sorry for what happened. Using that money, she and I went on an international trip. We've been traveling to different countries all the time. Along the way, we actually found someone who was really nice and genuine. He gets along with me quite well. He doesn't have any prejudice towards me, and my daughter absolutely loves him to bits. We're still on our trip at the moment, so those two are going to separate at some point. But I have a really good feeling that after everything is over, she's going to go back to him. Something like that would be really good to see, to be honest. After all, as a father, you always want to see your children be happy.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, leave a like and subscribe to see more videos like this in the future.